Hello guys, Texas here with another video. Today we got the 7th round of the Multi-Class Endurance Championship Season 3 and we're on an Olympic Grand Prix with SUVs, GT1 drivers in Huntleys, GT2 drivers in the Habanero Rolls and the GT3 drivers in the Patriot. So yeah, we're starting off here in a few seconds. I'm starting on pole. I was meant to start in second, but Harry, or aka Dr. Peppers, couldn't make it, so I started on pole. And I get a decent start, don't lose out any positions, so I'm happy with that. And now my goal is just to be consistent and try to be quite quick now. I don't want to be too quick so I'm getting drained out too fast, but I want to keep up the pace a little bit in the start, so I just can get away from the pack behind me with Picano, Smith, Macy, all those guys. So if they make mistakes and I'm just keeping it clean here, I may be possible to get a good position out of this in the end. So yeah, and as you can see, we've done a few corners now. Everything looks good. We've got, I think it's Picano and Macy behind me, and yeah, they're keeping up, but there's a small gap between us. So now I'm just hoping that they could just crash and cock block the entire road, so I can just go away. But yeah, you'll see how it turns out. I'm just staying here in first place, not making any mistakes on the first lap, which is quite important, so you don't lose out times or positions. And yeah, getting all those curbs here, as you can see. And going into this race, I was a bit confident that I could get a better position than I had last week, because I like this track, and I think that the car was good for this track as well, because it's not too fast, because the track is quite tight at some places, so it's good for multi-class racing. But yeah, the Patriot is just, I've heard so much bad about it, and you'll see later. But yeah, I'm going into the second lap here. I'm still in first, and here I think it's almost one lap later, or at the end of second lap. Picano is right on my tail. You can probably see his rear here, and I go quite wide here. Not any issues, but then I oversteer a little bit, and as you can see, Picano sneaks up on my inside here, so he has got a better exit than me, but I'm trying my best to get all the curbs, and I'm blocking off here so he can't go for the curbs and I don't, but somehow he manages to get better curbs anyway, and he almost passes me here, but we're side by side now, and I'm on the inside, so I'm just going to continue here. And here I should have blocked the inside more than I actually did, because I thought it was okay, but Picano sneaked up on the inside, and Macy as well, so losing out two positions in that hairpin wasn't really the best. But now I'm just trying to stay behind, not make any mistakes, maybe get past them if they make a mistake, so just following this train. And at the moment we've also got Smithy right behind me, and the thing is, I didn't realize that Smithy was behind us now, because yeah, he started in last position for this race, and I never thought he would get up the order of the grid this fast. And yeah, you'll see, I got so surprised in a few corners here. So yes, Macy goes a little bit wider, no issues though, and we're just following each other here, as you can see. But then Macy hits the inside barrier, and me, we kind of get slowed down because of that, because we pushed Macy forward again, and Smithy just comes out of nowhere. As I said, I had no idea where he come from, so I was quite surprised about that. But Smithy is OP, so yeah. And then I lost a time there, and because I took the corner slow, and I hit the inside barrier there because I didn't want to go into Nema. I don't know why I cut the corner so much, and I lose out another position. So now I lost out 3 positions or something in a few corners, and also 2 positions from a few corners earlier. So 5 positions in just maybe less than 10 corners. So that wasn't really what I wanted. But yeah, me and Elmister had a quite good battle for the race, and I managed to catch up to him, or we overtook each other all the time, and I got a pretty nice overtake done here on him when he went wide. So yeah, GG to Elm there, and we're just keeping up, or yeah, fast forwarding this stuff on the straight, because these cars are not so fun to watch on the straight. So yeah, here I'm in 5th position in front of Rogers, Doodle and Elm, and then this happens to me. Jay Santos grinding there and hits that, and I try to avoid him, but he lags out there, and I get caught up into it, and I lose 2 positions to Elmister and Doodle. So I was quite annoyed at this point. I was screaming down the mic like, what the fuck, but what should he do? But then half a lap later, or a little bit more, I catch up to Doodle and Elm again, and Doodle oversteers a little bit here, so I go on the inside here and I overtake him, and I thought I almost took him out there, but it was just lag, so I continued here because I saw on the minimap that he was still going. So yeah, it just looked like he got stuck on the barrier there. So yeah, we got Elmister in front now, and we'll try to catch him up, and we managed to do so here when he had some issues, and I don't know, I went a bit wide there because I thought he was going into the race line, and then he hit me, so maybe lag or something, and I almost took a Bruffy there. Luckily I didn't, but then I lost 2 positions because of that, and Elmister let me through after this, so yeah. Unfortunate stuff. I'm back into 2nd last now, and again when I was going to lap Bruffy here after the incident, because I had already lapped him, I just thought I'd leave it in because it was a quite good overtake on him and Abe. So yeah, I'm going on the outside of Bruffy here, and Elmister comes on the outside of me, so I'm just like, oh, I need to go past as fast as possible to not lose time, and I managed to do it without any contact. So yeah, that was a quite hairy moment of the race, just getting past traffic, and as you can see, we've got GT3 drivers here in front. Abe Gunners, I don't know what he did there. I think he must have missed his braking point or locked up the brakes or something. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, and I managed to go past. I'm awesome there, and 40 here. He lets me past, going a bit wide here, so I can go through. Nice and easy. So yeah, we're just trying to gain a position here, and Elmister has some issues there and hits that inside barrier that I hit a few laps earlier, and I managed to go through, and I also passed my teammate Rupert there. So we're back into 7th now, and I'm hoping to get maybe 1 or 2 positions more if I'm just staying consistent and not making any mistakes. So I go past 40 here, it goes to the right, so I can pass him easily there. Nice stuff. And now I think we've got Rogers a few seconds in front, maybe 3 seconds or something. And I think this is Morocco in front of me now. And I'm just beeping my horn here to let him know that I'm behind him, so I'll just pass him on the straight here, coming up to this bridge. And yeah, it works out pretty smoothly here. And I managed to pass him here, and I get quite surprised when I come across this corner and I see Roger standing outside there. He hit the pole or something, and I managed to get the position from him, so I'm up into 6th now. So a bit better than before, but I wanted a better position. And then 2 laps later or something, I come up here again, and me and Doodle had the same gap for all the 2 laps, or the 2 laps that we had, but then Doodle disconnected here. So I gained another position to Doodle, so yeah, unfortunate stuff for Doodle there, but at this moment I was quite happy because I gained a position. I'm not going to cry about that, it's just good for me. So yeah, 5th position is not too bad, so I just can stay here. I'm happy with the result really, because Picano, Smithy and Macy are too far ahead, and Nema as well, so yeah. And here you can see AJ Axel lagging like hell, and I managed to pass him here and after that he disconnected. So yeah, unfortunate stuff for AJ Axel there. Shame that that disconnects happen really. And then we've taken a quite big jump into the final lap of the race, and I'm 3-4 seconds in front of Elmister, and I've kept the gap to him. But then Lucas hits that pole on the outside of the hospital there, and he just makes me lose all the time that I had to Elmister. So Elmister is right on my bumper now. I was sweating like crazy, like physically sweating. I was so frustrated that I had kept the gap to Elmister from 4 to 6 seconds all the race, or yeah, a long time. And then it just gets ruined because someone else fucks up, and I can't really blame anyone else because, or it wasn't really my fault, but I can't be angry at someone because they didn't do it initially. They just accidents happened and you can't do anything about it. So Lucas, if you're watching this, I'm not mad at you. I was mad at the moment, but not now. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just pacing now. Like mid race, you're pacing, but you lose your pace a little bit because you're just focusing on not choking, and after a long time you also lose some focus, so you can't go as fast as you normally would. But after this incident, I was just hot lapping. But here I just missed the braking point, and I don't know, I never missed the braking point on this one, but now I just did it because I thought Elm was going to dive bomb me, which he probably would. Or he said afterwards he would dive bomb here, so I thought I would get a good run there so I can cover this inside, but I fucked up entirely. So I was so mad at myself now also because I just lost out a position that I wouldn't have needed to do. So yeah, like in the final race, or the last race, I lost a position to Picano, but those brawlers were just awful, and the Hunters weren't really, so I basically just got myself to blame. I'm looking for better results in next round, and if you want to watch them live, you can check out my Twitch, link in the description. And yeah, by the way, Smithy won this race, GG. First in GT2 was Mike Bauer, my teammate, and first in GT3 was Jonti. So yeah, GG to everyone in this race. I'm looking for better results. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.